where after losing to the Commanders on a Hail Mary, things are getting worse. 29-9 loss to the Cardinals on Sunday. Dan, well, you know what? I'm going to tell you a little bit more about them before I go to Dan. The Bears have issues on offense. Okay, Caleb Williams struggled going deep on Sunday, just 1 for 8 on throws at least 15 yards downfield against Arizona. On the season, he's completing just 28% of his throws 15 yards downfield. He's off target on more than half of those passes. Dan, what's going wrong on the offensive side for Chicago?
1, pass game concepts that make absolutely no sense. 2, a lack of timing from the quarterback to receivers. 3, the quarterback still chasing the big ball. Number 1, the pass game concepts that make no sense, okay? We start with a bunch concept up here, 3 guys, and then a single receiver. Now, you're going to watch, and I want everyone, I'm going to freeze this for everybody to see what the life with the quarterback is, okay? As I freeze this, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 pass catchers for the Chicago Bears. Realistically, in what, a 6-yard by 6-yard box, there's no way that I can make any type of decision as a quarterback on who is open and who's covered. The Cardinals actually have more guys at the party than I do. This is a bad pass game concept. And what happens is Caleb Williams has no idea where to throw the football. I'm going to throw it out of bounds. Wasted rep. That's one clip. There's multiple on their offensive tape like that. Number 2, timing and rhythm in their offense when it comes to Caleb's feet, okay? DJ Moore up top, trips at the bottom. I want everyone to pay attention to Caleb right now. Caleb's going to catch this shotgun snap, and as he catches it, you're going to see this. So Caleb is ready to throw right now, okay? He is staring there. I want everyone at home to pay attention. Okay, he's not looking for the football, and then these 2 guys are not looking for the football. So as the quarterback is ready to throw the football, the 3 main pass-catching targets aren't capable of receiving that football because they're not looking. So Caleb is going to get off DJ Moore from the top, and he's going to reset in the pocket. Okay, I don't mind that. He resets in the pocket, and now, instead of climbing up into this pocket, now this is man-to-man coverage. It's easy for the quarterback to see man-to-man coverage with the free safety in the middle of the field. Instead of resetting, climbing that pocket, and maybe getting to another receiver, and again, I don't think this pass game makes any sense when it comes to the scheme. You have a little out route. Keenan's being creative with his route. I don't necessarily know what Rome is doing, maybe trying to win on the vertical, but instead of climbing up, one of the things that stinks as a quarterback against man coverage is just throwing a check down that is a stationary check down. He's just going to throw that. I mean, that's covered. I mean, why? Go be creative. Go climb the pocket. Do something. That's another wasted rep, okay? So bad pass game distribution, lack of timing and rhythm in their pass game, and then constantly chasing the big ball. They're going to motion Keenan over. It's going to be him and DJ Moore on the same side, which I really like. Okay, this is going to be a very basic concept. Keenan Allen's going to push. We call this smash. 5 yards and sit. And DJ Moore's going to run the deep corner route. This is an easy read. Everybody at home, you're going to make it right now, okay? That corner tells you everything. If that corner stays up, you're going to throw the ball to DJ Moore in the corner. If that corner goes back, we're going to take that little easy completion on 2nd down to Keenan. You guys at home, make the read. What's that corner do? Where should the ball go? It should go right there to Keenan Allen, okay? Caleb still has the ball. You can still make that decision. This is an easy completion, easy decision. But we're going to launch the ball out of bounds, and it's a complete waste of a rep. That's him still chasing that big ball. The last 2 weeks, this is a broken pass game. There are way too many pass game concepts that I watch on tape. I go, I have no idea what they're doing. I have no idea where the quarterback should throw the football. The quarterback doesn't have an idea where he should throw the football. The timing is broken right now. And then Caleb still chases the big ball. I think that'll get coached out of his game, but it's a myriad of issues in their pass game.
I wonder if the people at home were shouting back at you when you were telling them.
Throw it to Keenan.
Yeah.
Keenan.
I was shouting it in my
basic
head.
read, man. Basic read.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Hawk.
Yeah, look, there's a clear misalignment between the offensive design and the quarterback. They can't protect anything on the offensive line between the offensive design and the quarterback, and they can't protect on the offensive line, which is creating mistrust from the quarterback, which is throwing off the timing. There's clearly miscommunication between the quarterback and the receivers. Everybody looks confused. Now, this is either a lack of on-field development from the coaches or an unwillingness from Caleb to play within the confines of the system. And I would say on film, it looks like the former because it doesn't look like an offense that has detailed their work.
How many times have you seen a pass game where 4 guys are within 6 yards of each other?
And again, the receivers, you can tell when you're looking at the film,
you're like,
they're running like it doesn't make sense to them. And that is an issue. And it's the reason why Caleb Williams, who has shown flashes, he's clearly regressed as the season has gone on.
Yeah, one of the things I know we talked about a couple different times, like when we did our training camp show here back in August, We said when it comes to the Bears, Shane Waldron, offensive coordinator, was going to be the most scrutinized guy in the Chicago Bears organization. Well, now here it comes. Here comes that red-hot heat lamp. It's starting to be put on you. How did Cole Kmet go this entire game without a single target?
That's wild.
I've seen Cole Kmet open a couple times in this game. I watched this tape in the room today, and he's just standing there like this, throwing his hands up in the air. How does DeAndre Swift, all of a sudden become a forgotten man when he's averaging 4 or 5 yards per carry?
Yeah.
One of your best pass receivers as well. Somebody who can just turn around and calm your quarterback down and hand it to him. The dude's explosive as hell. How does he get forgotten too? So you know what? To me, from a defensive perspective, I would be sitting there going, they're just calling plays.
They're not
really trying to attack
the words
us.
out of my mouth.
They're just calling plays. They're going, hey, you know what? Let's try that one.
We're not sequencing anything.
Yeah, we're just calling plays. And for me, for a defense, you're going, we got you right where we want you.
Yep.
And you mentioned Washington. Juxtaposition that with the job that Cliff Kingsbury is doing with Daniels.
Not even close.
Who they interviewed in Chicago.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the same, but it reminds me a little bit of the Bryce Young and CJ Stroud comparison, where CJ is having all this success, and you're thinking, well, maybe Bryce Young really stinks more than he. Where after losing to the Commanders on a Hail Mary, things are getting worse. 29-9 loss to the Cardinals on Sunday. Dan, well, you know what? I'm going to tell you a little bit more about them before I go to Dan. The Bears have issues on offense. Okay, Caleb Williams struggled going deep on Sunday, just 1 for 8 on throws at least 15 yards downfield against Arizona. On the season, he's completing just 28% of his throws, 15 yards downfield. He's off target on more than half of those passes. Dan, what's going wrong on the offensive side for Chicago?
1, pass game concepts that make absolutely no sense. 2, a lack of timing from the quarterback to receivers. 3, the quarterback still chasing the big ball. Number 1, the pass game concepts that make no sense, okay? We start with a bunch concept up here, 3 guys, and then a single receiver. Now, you're going to watch, and I'm going to freeze this for everybody to see what the life with the quarterback is, okay? As I freeze this, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 pass catchers for the Chicago Bears. Realistically, in a 6-yard by 6-yard box, there's no way that I can make any type of decision as a quarterback on who is open and who's covered. The Cardinals actually have more guys at the party than I do. This is a bad pass game concept. And what happens is Caleb Williams has no idea where to throw the football. I'm going to throw it out of bounds. Wasted rep. That's one clip. There's multiple on their offensive tape like that. Number 2, timing and rhythm in their offense when it comes to Caleb's feet, okay? DJ Moore up top, trips at the bottom. I want everyone to pay attention to Caleb right now. Caleb's going to catch this shotgun snap, and as he catches it, you're going to see this. So Caleb is ready to throw right now, okay? He is staring there. I want everyone at home to pay attention. Okay, he's not looking for the football, and then these 2 guys are not looking for the football. So as the quarterback is ready to throw the football, the 3 main pass-catching targets aren't capable of receiving that football because they're not looking. So Caleb is going to get off DJ Moore from the top, and he's going to reset in the pocket, okay? I don't mind that. He resets in the pocket, and now, instead of climbing up into this pocket, now, this is man-to-man coverage. It's easy for the quarterback to see man-to-man coverage with the free safety middle of the field. Instead of resetting, climbing that pocket, and maybe getting to another receiver, and again, I don't think this pass game makes any sense when it comes to the scheme. You have a little out route. Keenan's being creative with this route. I don't necessarily know what Rome is doing, maybe trying to win on the vertical, but instead of climbing up, one of the things that stinks as a quarterback against man coverage is just throwing a check down that is a stationary check down. He's just going to throw that. I mean, that's covered. Why? Go be creative. Go climb the pocket. Do something. That's another wasted rep, okay? So bad pass game distribution, lack of timing and rhythm in their pass game, and then constantly chasing the big ball. They're going to motion Keenan over. It's going to be him and DJ Moore on the same side, which I really like. Okay, this is going to be a very basic concept. Keenan Allen's going to push. We call it a smash. 5 yards and sit, and DJ Moore's going to run the deep corner route. This is an easy read. Everybody at home, you're going to make it right now, okay? That corner tells you everything. If that corner stays up, you're going to throw the ball to DJ Moore in the corner. If that corner goes back, we're going to take that little easy completion on 2nd down to Keenan. You guys at home, make the read. What's that corner do? Where should the ball go? It should go right there to Keenan Allen, okay? Caleb still has the ball. You can still make that decision. This is an easy completion, easy decision. But we're going to launch the ball out of bounds, and it's a complete waste of a rep. That's him still chasing that big ball. The last 2 weeks, this is a broken pass game. There are way too many pass game concepts that I watch on tape. I go, I have no idea what they're doing. I have no idea where the quarterback should throw the football. The quarterback doesn't have an idea where he should throw the football. The timing is broken right now. And then Caleb still chases the big ball. I think that'll get coached out of his game, but it's a myriad of issues in their pass game.
I wonder if the people at home were shouting back at you when you were telling them.
Throw it to Keenan.
Yeah.
Keenan.
I was shouting it in
It's a
my
basic
head.
read, man. Basic read.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Hawk.
Yeah, look, there's a clear misalignment between the offensive design and the quarterback. They can't protect anything on the offensive line between the offensive design and the quarterback, and they can't protect on the offensive line, which is creating mistrust from the quarterback, which is throwing off the timing. There's clearly miscommunication between the quarterback and the receivers. Everybody looks confused. Now, this is either a lack of on-field development from the coaches or an unwillingness from Caleb to play within the confines of the system. And I would say on film, it looks like the former because it doesn't look like an offense that has detailed their work.
How many times have you seen a pass game with 4 guys are within 6 yards of each other?
And again, the receivers, you can tell when you're looking at the film, they're running like it doesn't make sense to them. And that is an issue. And it's the reason why Caleb Williams, who has shown flashes, he's clearly regressed as the season has gone on.
Yeah, one of the things I know we talked about a couple different times, like when we did our training camp show here back in August, we said when it comes to the Bears, Shane Waldron, offensive coordinator, was going to be the most scrutinized guy in the Chicago Bears organization. Well, now here it comes. Here comes that red-hot heat lamp. It's starting to be put on you. How did Cole Kmet go this entire game without a single target?
That's wild.
I've seen Cole Kmet open a couple times in this game. I watched this tape in the room today. And he's just standing there like this, throwing his hands up in the air. How does DeAndre Swift, all of a sudden become a forgotten?
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is G Walker, one half of the CNG podcast.
And I'm CJ, the other half of the CNG podcast.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's G Walker, 1/3 of the CNG podcast. How's everybody doing out there? PJ, can you hear me? Alan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Man, bro, we're going to get into it. We're not going to waste nobody's time, man. Y'all see the talk piece up here. CJ, he'll be on camera in a second. I don't know if he's going to be on camera at all tonight, but that's fine, man. We're just going to get through it. So, Alan, how you feeling today, man? I know you want to get in the podcast today and talk that talk, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. It's a lot going on in that locker room today, ain't it, man?
Yeah, it's a lot going on, man. A lot of excuses being passed around, a lot of hissy fits. It's a lot of guys that's not the leaders that we thought they were supposed to be, but they get their C on their chest. It's just a lot of stuff that's not really good right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What up, Craig? Craig said offensive lines are like a high school line. Craig says he's doing great. How baby Quinn doing, bro? Hope she's doing good, man. Hope she's healthy. Shout out to you and your wife and your newborn. Let me know if I'm too loud or if the music in the background is too loud, so we're not talking over everything. Let me know, Craig. Oh, it's good, Alan?
Yeah, it's good.
So, man, we're gonna get straight to it. Let me get this comment off of here real quick, man. Caleb Williams, I looked today. Caleb Williams, he voiced his frustration that his connection with DJ Moore is not what it should be. And that's something that we all been seeing all season. Like his connection with DJ Moore is not what it's supposed to be.
Right.
I've said before that DJ Moore, he come from a background of playing loser football, just me, selfish type of football, not necessarily playing winning football. So, Alan, can you speak on his frustration so far, man? Caleb Williams' frustration specifically.
Well, I think his frustration is, I think what he wanted to say was he's not getting everything he needs from DJ, man. He's not getting the preparation. He's not getting the support. And he's not getting his focus. Like, DJ seems like he's not focused, like he's off. Like, that's why I say he one of them dudes that got kind of like ADHD. Like, he needs, and I'm not trying to be funny, but He needs constant attention all the time in order for him to function correctly. So I'm thinking Caleb is trying to be a quarterback and get everybody involved. And really, Caleb is just trying to survive, man. He's in a situation now, he's trying to survive. And I don't like when a quarterback feels like that because it takes away from his judgment. His judgment is to play free and be on time and not run for his life. But he's doing all three, you know? So,
yeah,
you know, I just want Caleb to be comfortable, man. But it don't seem like the guys that got the C on their chest, like you just said, G. Walker, like, why are y'all acting this way? We expect dudes like Tyreek Stevenson and guys who are young, we expect them to act like that. But we don't expect guys that we voted to be captains to act like these. You know, did you hear the interview from DJ Moore today, man, about his situation? Did you hear that?
You know what, I heard some of it, man, but at the same time, you know, DJ Moore to me, man, like I said before, we got to talk piece of him for him too. But DJ Moore seems to me like he's at a point to where he might just be frustrated with where his career is going. You know, he's been dealing with multiple quarterbacks, Sam Darnold, Cam Newton, whoever they got in Carolina, man. So I think he's not a pro, so to speak. He's a pro, but he's been playing loser football with loser quarterbacks for a long time. So you might have loser quarterback PTSD. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
yeah.
I know he's getting older. He's probably getting impatient, but the optics for him is not looking good for him to be a leader on the team no matter what. You know what I'm saying? We got a talk piece about DJ Moore. I'm going to pull up in a second. But I just want to say that. CJ, you got your mic on? CJ, you good, bro? Yeah, CJ, I guess he don't have his mic on. We got Craig saying that interview was whack. Hold on.
Yeah, man, I'm here. I'm good.
He said the interview was whack. Oh, okay. The interview was whack from what I saw, and I stand on business for DJ, but something's really bothering him, and you can see it. Yeah, DJ seems like he's not the type of guy that can mask his emotions, man. He's not the type of guy that can mask his emotions, and that's something that you got to learn how to do as a professional. So, CJ, now that you got your mic on, Hayden Williams' frustration with his number one wide receiver, man. He actually said it's frustrating. So, is he taking that? Is that a shot at DJ, or is that a shot at Waldron? Who is that a shot at?
It's a shot at both. It's a shot at both. Like I said, him and DJ don't prep a lot. You know, I don't know what it is. You don't see them together prepping a lot. You really don't see it. And yeah, that could be a shot at Shane Waldron too. Got to find other ways to get DJ open. Like I said, during one of the we was playing one of the videos. That guy made a good point. Caleb was going after the big ball too much instead of just taking a check down and moving the ball down the field. So he got to get that big ball mentality out of his head and just take the check down and just slowly move the ball up the field. Burn some clock, move the ball up the field, take some short passes, Cole Kmet, Swift, get the short passes out there and get yourself in rhythm.
Right.
That's how the Bears offense
was. Go ahead, C. Go ahead.
No, I said that's how the Bears offense was operating when it was winning.
Right. Yeah, that's what it was. It was methodical. It was patience. It would take your time, take the short throws. So Caleb Williams, he's not exempt from what things has happened with this past game so far, man. Can't always get the big play. We got Craig saying right here, I think it's a shot at both, but Waldron isn't helping at all. Like I always said, DJ thrives going across the middle. Yeah, man, we're seeing Shane Waldron not put his players in position the way he should. Like you have an all-pro wide receiver that can do a lot of things. Why not just doing what works for him his whole career? That's why I'm saying about these coaches, they want the glory, Craig. It seems like these coaches want the glory. They want to be the ones that's saying, I'm the reason, instead of just letting these guys talent that would help them get to the NFL, to help them get millions of dollars, their God-given talent, and you're not using those God-given talents to help your football team win. So Shane Waldron is a problem for this offense, and he's a problem for the Chicago Bears, man. But we're going to get into Caleb Williams' regression. CJ, Caleb Williams has regressed the past 2 weeks, man. Hasn't looked the same quarterback that we saw in London against the Jaguars. He's regressed from an accuracy standpoint. He's regressed from almost a progression standpoint, going through his reads. He's not as patient as he once was. CJ, what is the reason why Caleb Williams has regressed? Well, one of the reasons that he's regressed, or multiple reasons.
I think it's the play calling. I think that defense have figured him out. They're going to play him a certain way. You know, the Bears offense got to make adjustments, and I don't think they made the right adjustments.
Right. So, Alan, I don't know what it is here, but Alan, why do you think Caleb Williams is regressed?
I think y'all are listening to Eberflus, right? From ESPN, right? Dave, and his name Dave Eberflus. Yeah, and so I was listening. Yeah, I was listening to Tim. I think it's Tim Jenkins.
Tim Jenkins.
Yeah, yeah. He was breaking down what's going on with Caleb. Caleb is still caught. He's still caught in between being aggressive and thinking through every route, where he needs to relax and take his time and take the check downs like we talked about. Go through the offense, go through the progressions, trust the guys with the football to make the play. And he's still not trusting, but G Walker, let's keep it G-Pack, man. Would you trust the guy? Go ahead. Would you trust the guy that runs to the fucking sideline and runs out of bounds? Would you trust a guy like that to go to war with? Like you sitting here like running out of bounds when I need you. In a scramble drill, nobody's there to help me but Rome Odunze. He's the only one that fires back to the quarterback. Everybody else is like doing their own thing. So your quarterback, he cannot do it by himself, man. He's got to have guys catch the football. 3rd and 6, Keenan Allen dropping the football. DJ Moore running the wrong route, running a 9 route when he should be running a soft fade to the sideline. So it's a myriad of things. It just ain't Caleb doing this and doing that. It's some of the players too. Like they're just not thinkers on the fly. And that comes down to a lot of things. You know, so it seems like we're still in preseason, G Walker.
Yeah, you know what? And then we got Craig right here saying big facts, Adam cooking ball. He's gonna do his thing. But I wouldn't trust a guy like that that's not always running the route, a guy that's not communicate before the huddle. Like if you're a number 1 wide receiver, you got a rookie quarterback, why don't you just pull him to the side and talk to him and tell him what this is gonna do? I'm adjust on this route. If this don't work, I'm gonna adjust on this route. Okay, cool. Like you're supposed to teach Caleb the things that he doesn't know as far as when the play is being called and that play don't work. You're supposed to pull him to the side like, instead of doing this, I'm gonna run an out route. Instead of doing this, I'm gonna do a comeback. So if this don't work, I'm gonna do that. So if this guy's 6'2", a corner or safety, I can't get this. I'm on this route, but I'm gonna do this. I doubt in my mind that DJ Moore has done that at all with Caleb Williams at all this whole season, because we haven't seen it. We haven't seen DJ Moore pull that kid to the side. I haven't, and just talk to him. Sit down with him, talk to him, get the iPad. Y'all both sit down there and communicate and work the plays out together. You know what I mean? We haven't seen DJ Moore as far as a leader do that. So I wouldn't trust him. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Williams has regressed for a number of reasons. He's regressed because 1, the offensive coordinator is not playing to his strengths. 2, the offensive line is not doing what they're supposed to do all the time. 3, his wide receivers are not getting open, creating separation. They're dropping the ball. 4, Caleb Williams is not taking the check down. He's not taking the things in the flat. He's not throwing it to Roshan. He's not throwing it to Swift in the flat. He's doing a lot of things on his own that Caleb Williams is hindering his football team. But he's a rookie. He's a rookie. And everybody around him is supposed to gather him, talk to him, tell him what he's supposed to do in the game. Like, it's cool when you at practice and shit break down. But when you're in the game, you gotta adjust on the fly. You gotta adjust on the fly. You gotta adjust on the fly. So I don't think DJ Moore is helping, but I think those are the reasons, some of the reasons that he's regressed. But we're gonna get into DJ Moore right here, man. Hold on, give me 1 second, everybody. Do you want to be here or not? Do you want to be here or not, bro? Because it never seems like DJ Moore is fully bought in. Look at his body language right here, everybody. Look, he's always smirking, got this goofy ass smile on his face. He's just like, whatever, man. So it's like body language to me speaks louder than words, man. It speaks louder than words. Do you want to be here or not? We can trade you, bro. Like, it's okay. Go to a contender, man. We can get you out of here. So, CJ, do you really think that DJ Moore want to be here, man?
I don't think he believes in Caleb Williams at all.
Oh,
I really don't. You know, I really don't think he believes in him. I think he gives up on him too much. You know, just like you said, he sit down with him. They need to break down the players together, get the iPad, break the players down together, you know, make it happen. But DJ Moore don't do that. The Bears should have never paid him all that money. Yeah. They should have never paid him all that money.
They should have never paid him all that money. Hey, man, they paid him a lot of money, man. They paid him a lot of money for him to be up here looking like this every Sunday. Look, this silly smirk on his face like he knows somebody else does. So, and it makes me think, you put your house up for sale, bro. You put your house up for sale. We're going to talk about that in a second. But, Alan, do you really believe that DJ Moore needs to be here? So he just tell Ryan Poles after the season, hey, big dog, I can't do it, man. I can't wait for your quarterback to develop. Can you trade me somewhere? Because do you think you want to be here, bro?
well, I think DJ he wants to be in Chicago, but he wanted Justin. And now it's like, okay, well, I gotta work with him. You remember that week 1 when he walked the sideline and said something to Tyson Badgett, like, we need you. Like, he just, like C was saying, the faith is gone. Like, for whatever reason, he ain't got no faith in Caleb. And I just think it's just musical chairs. I don't believe it's more so about Caleb as it's more so about not having Justin. And I think the coaching staff and the management, they misread what he was saying. Like, well, DJ will be a professional about it. He'll play with our quarterback. But he's a guy to wear things on his sleeve. Like, he probably really meant that. Like, man, y'all should have kept Justin. Whole lot of people still walking around here with that fallacy. I mean, I didn't want Justin anymore. But DJ, you the only one that was happy. Donnell Mooney was out here getting his head took off with the medicine balls Justin was throwing him. And now Donnell Mooney is in Atlanta gonna fuck him. He's gonna be in the Pro Bowl. So you were the only one that was happy with Justin. Nobody else was. So, you know, it's just one of them things. I think Ryan, like you said, needs to really sit down with DJ and be professional. Say, if you don't want to be here, man, your contract now executes after next year. Yeah. So it's time to go, G Walker. If it's like that, give me a lineman. Shit, trade him for a lineman.
Right. Because, like you said, like, he's the only one that wanted Justin Fields because he was the only one getting all the passes. You know what I'm saying? He liked Justin Fields because he's getting all the catches. But that was not necessarily winning football. You getting all the catches because that helps you with your next contract. That helps you with money, but that don't help you win. So he should be happy enough. Look, I get paid. Let me go to the next phase of my career and teach this young boy how to play QB1 the way I want him to play QB1 when I run my routes. When I adjust on the fly. I don't think Caleb Williams knows those things with him right now. And that's on DJ Moore's. That's DJ Moore's fault.
And G Walker, you know what, G Walker, he need to take that C off his chest too, man. Eberflus need to call a meeting of the veterans and the captains. We need that C off his chest, man. I need that C off his chest. He can do what he want to do, on his time, but being a captain comes with responsibility. You talking junk about your coaches, you're doing all this, that, and the third, but then when they want to ask you about why you walked off the field, you give that old bull jive answer. Get that C off his chest. Yeah.
We got Craig said, I would take a lineman all day. For him, Rome's fixing to take over next year. It seems like he should be happy because he's making stupid money. You know what us four would make, you know what would take that money he's making. It's sickening. Yeah, man, it's sickening. It's sickening.
Hey, man, tell
what up,
Craig.
Carlos? How you doing, man?
Oh.
What up, Lois? Hope you like to follow the CG podcast on Facebook. He said you have to listen to DJ. Caleb wants him to do it his way. As a rookie, Caleb needs to listen more. I think it's a mixture of both. Like, communication doesn't work one way. It works multiple ways. Right. I listen to you, you listen to me, and then we grow as a team or we grow in a relationship. If one person is always doing the listening, how the other person growing? How the other person voicing their opinion, voicing their concerns, or voicing what they want to get done? It's not always about the one person. Two men on a football team have to come together and be teammates. Not just be me, but teammates. You can have all the talent in the world, man. Caleb can be the generational talent if he wants to. He can throw off platform. He can run. He can throw it 70 yards. DJ Moore can be 95% of the in this league. It's not talent, man. It's the mental things. It's communication. The greatest relationship in the world has failed because of lack of communication. And this is what we're starting to see. We're starting to see talent not as good as the communication. The communication sucks. The training sucks. It sucks, man. Carlos says exactly. Then he put his house up, man. Hold on, I'm gonna put this up here. Now,
is that for real, G. Walker?
Man, that was for real. Hold on, I'm gonna bring it up. Hold on, look, and everybody in here. Hold on. I'm gonna take the video off. Hold on, give me 1 second. This was November 4th, bro. I had to find this, man. DJ Moore puts up his 5-bedroom, $5 million Lakeport villa up for sale. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody in the comment section like, yeah, G. Walker, he got more than one house. You know what I'm saying? That was one of his only houses, but he's put his house up for sale. PJ, is that an indication that he's ready to get up out of here?
Yeah.
Y'all can speak on it, anybody.
Yeah, man, speaking for C, I hope. Yeah, man, that's it, man. Because he just sold his house in Charlotte. So
hold on, because Carlos said, I think that's the NC House report. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because he can look it up. Somebody can Google it. If anybody can Google this and see he just put his house up, if that was Illinois or not.
Yeah, that Charlotte house been on the market. It's been on the market.
So this Chicago joint.
Damn, he just bought that joint though. Well, it don't really matter. Some people did it quicker than that. Damn, dog.
Yeah, man, it's just time, man. DJ Moore, you know what I'm saying, CJ. If I put up my house for sale, like I said, I could be wrong, but that's all I saw. So somebody correct it if it's wrong, man.
Yeah, I think that's North Carolina house. Is what I'm thinking. Because I don't think he had a house on Lakeview in Chicago. And I see his house in Chicago. It wasn't on the lake.
I don't know, Isabella. I don't know if anybody sees it. You got your camera off. Just you look it up and see if he actually put his house up for sale out here, man. I don't know. I don't know. So what does Caleb Williams have to do to correct his mistakes out here? Because he has regrets. Isabella, welcome to the show. We just talking about Caleb Williams' frustration with DJ Moore, the lack of connection, the lack of communication, the lack of effort. And we're talking about Caleb Williams' regression, man, as far as how he looked in the last 3 games leading up to the Jaguars game. So, Alan, what does Caleb Williams have to do? Does he have to look inward more than he has to look outward to everybody else? What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. That's just being a man in this world, man. You got to look inward before outward, because only thing you can control is your actions. So he has to focus on what he can focus on and keep the main thing. So I really believe if he continues to look at film, but G Walker, he's got to have somebody like the offensive coordinator. Somebody has to tell him, "Hey man, you're not doing this. You're not doing that." Like he's got to be coached. He's got to be coached hard. He's a rookie. Like who is coaching Caleb hard? Like where the Bill Walshes at and the Steve Mariucci's and the Andy Reeds that coach you to the point where you stressed out at night. Those are the coaches that Caleb needs, man. Not some guy that's just laughing and shaking on the sideline. He needs a guy to coach him, man. Like, you know, and coaching is necessary for young quarterbacks because they don't know what they don't know. You know, they can look at film all day long, G Walker, but if I don't know something, I don't know something. So that's where a person supposed to enjoy coaching, but it doesn't look like any of them are coaching him. Like they're guiding him. He's not a 13-year vet. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not John Elway. He's not whoever to be guided. He needs to be coached. So
he's not a finished product by any means.
Yes. And I'm sorry about adding Aaron Rodgers, but I just threw that out there. I'm sorry, Bear fans. I'm just saying, just using a comparison. But I know I shouldn't be saying that, but I just threw that out there because he loves Aaron Rodgers. He's one of his favorite quarterbacks. So.
Yeah, man. Well said. You know, this is not going to be a long show, people. I mean, if you guys bring your comments in, of course, we'll step in and read your comments and have more fun, and those become mini topics. But this is the situation right here, Alan. Man, look at this.
Oh,
everybody wants to get rid of Eberflus, man. Everybody. And this is Brad Biggs. I got this from Chicago Bears history. It says Brad Biggs reported that Matt Eberflus actually has a 5-year contract and not a 4-year deal as previously believed. If he's fired at the end of the year, they will have to eat 2 years of his salary, something the franchise typically doesn't do. So, Alan, we might be stuck with his contract. He still might be here. They still have to eat that contract, but you see this as a failure in the organization, man, because he has a 5-year contract, man. How do you feel about it?
Well, today was news to me, G Walker, because I thought it was a 4-year contract when we signed him. So I'm thinking, like, did we give him an extension somewhere? I could have swore he signed a 4-year deal, man. And somewhere down the road, they gave him a year. Maybe they tried to match him and Ryan's contract together, and they just gave him a quick year. Maybe they gave him that extension in summer for all we know, because you don't have to report the coach's salary and the GM. They don't get reported with the salary cap, so that's why you never see them unless they get hired first. Then you'll see their contract, but most of the time you don't see their extension. So 2 years on that contract, G Walker. I don't see the Bears firing him, and I know nobody wants to hear that, but we got to understand our organization, the Bears. They're a family affair. They're not going to eat 2 years on that deal. If anything, they'll clean house, but then we'll turn around and get a young coach, and we'll be right back here again. Like, so it's like, to me, what do we do? G Walk, I don't know.
I mean, it's just information, man, because we don't know what the people are going to do, man. We have no idea what they're going to do with him. I don't even know if Ryan Poles has the power to even fire Eberflus. You said the other day that, hold on, we're going to get back to your comment, Carlos. Just want to see, Alan. You said the other day that all of them with the same agency. That agency loyalty bullshit. Flus is with the same agency. Eberflus is with the same agency. Poles is with the same agency. So I don't know how this is going to fold out, man. I don't know what's going to become of this. They never fired a coach in the middle of the season before. So somebody got to come down. Either it's Kevin Warren or McCaskey. Like somebody hired in Brian Poles going to have to do this. But let's get to the comments, man. We got Carlos saying, I think a good coach will help with their chemistry. We don't have a coach, no OC, no good quarterback coach. They have to build chemistry. CJ, can you hit this comment, man? What do you think about this from Carlos, man? This is a pretty good one. That you have to build a chemistry from everybody, from the top down.
That's true.
Carlo.
Yeah,
So,
hold on.
Alan, what do you think about this? What do you say, CJ?
I think. See. Oh.
I'm trying to find that comment, but yeah, what he's saying is true.
What do you think about that, Alan? Like, we didn't have no chemistry, man, because they lied to us, bro. They said this is the best situation a rookie quarterback has ever came into. They said that, man.
Yeah,
so
they did.
To see this comment from Carlos that said we don't have no chemistry, no coach, no offensive coordinator, no quarterback coach, it's a complete lie. It's a complete propaganda. It's a complete bullshit because it's not manufacturing to wins. But go ahead, Alan.
Yeah, I think the chemistry. I think Caleb mentioned that today that they don't have on-field chemistry, and I took that to mean possibly that they don't really talk off the field. Like, I think when you start talking about route running and things like that, those are synchronized. Like, you got to have a good vision and a good understanding of one of each other. So I don't think that they talk off the field either, man. I think Caleb wants a relationship with them, like, but I think DJ is just one of them guys. Like, I mean, I can only imagine how he is in the locker room. I think he just standoffish sometimes, you know, like he's not giving Caleb a chance, you know. I don't know, man. I think the on-field chemistry, what he said today, is kind of what the guy Carlos is saying. It's obvious that they have no communication or chemistry. The only one he has chemistry with is Rome. That's it.
Right. Let's get to another comment. We got Isabella saying, looks like he's going to have to have an offensive line like even a mediocre one. I mean, look at goddamn Faker Gatfield. I mean, once he had a decent offensive line and some receiver talent, he looks like a completely different quarterback. And that's true, and that falls on Ryan Poles, man. Like I said on the Twitter space, if anybody is on X in the Twitter space, you can follow me on Twitter, man. And I said this, that I don't know if Ryan Poles believed in the hype of Caleb Williams being Superman, was on some fan shit, like how fans think, like, he can do anything. He don't need an offensive line. He don't need a real line. He can do it. Look at what he's doing. I pray to God that Ryan Poles did not do that shit, man. I hope Ryan Poles did not look at Caleb Williams and say, that's good enough, man. This kid is a generational talent. Look how he's running around. And you haven't built the offensive line in 3 years since you've been here. What the hell were you thinking? So the fact that your comment, you talking about having a mediocre offensive line, we don't even have that. And this falls on Ryan Poles, man. That falls on Ryan Poles. There ain't no way in hell you looked at that situation, that offensive line, and was like, this is the offensive line that's going to take back the North. Like he said, we're going to win the North and never give it back. Yeah, fucking right, bro. Not with that offensive line. Everybody's offensive line is better than the Chicago Bears and NFC North. Everybody. You can't mess with the Detroit Lions offensive line. You can't touch fucking Jared Goff. Jared Goff every Sunday with that offensive line is going like 18 for 19, 20 for 21. Like, the offensive line in Detroit is crazy. I think the offensive line in Green Bay is crazy, man. So Ryan Poles dropped the ball, man. We got Craig right here saying, fuck it, eat the contract. I would eat it, man. Like, you have to make a stand, man. Stop showing everybody in the NFL and your fans that y'all soft as hell. For once in y'all life as an organization, take control. Be tired of mediocrity. You know what I'm saying, CJ? So what do you think? You think they should just eat it?
I think they should. You know, you got to take that L. And this is a major L. Man. You know, Ryan Poles was thinking Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and Caleb Williams was enough. It's obvious. To me, he was thinking that. He was thinking that was enough, and I knew it was not going to be enough.
We got Ryan Ross from here. What up, Ryan, man? Welcome to the CNG podcast. Hope you follow and like the page, and we hope you liking the content, man. Just bring your thoughts, bro. We talked about Caleb Williams' regression. We talked about Caleb Williams' frustration with DJ Moore. We talk about our frustration with DJ Moore. Does he want to be here? Do you think that he wants to be here? DJ Moore, what do you think about Caleb Williams' regression? Ryan. So let's just see. We got Craig saying we have to go after the Lions offensive coordinator next year. Imagine we got Caleb in the offensive line that had a coach like him. Look, man, I'm nervous to get excited about some shit like that, man. I'm nervous because I was excited about Shane Waldron. I was excited about this defense. I was excited about everything that they told me that this is the best situation a rookie quarterback has ever came into. You know what I mean, Alan? Like, I can't feed into it, man. I can't feed into it, Alan.
Yeah, I refuse next year to eat it, man. Because they made me eat that with ketchup and mustard this summer. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going into it next year assuming that we're going to keep everybody. That's what I'm scared of. That they're not going to change anything. They're going to focus on the stadium. Because that's a whole nother thing, G. Walker, we're not talking about. The McCaskies are focused on a stadium. And they're not really focused on the product on the field. That's the problem. You know, the product on the field, I don't want to go to a new stadium with this shit, man. You know, this same bumbling coaching staff and a young quarterback with confused talent around him. I don't want to see that in no brand new stadium. You know, so Kevin Warren need to be the visionary. He needs to say, you know what? We had a good run with this shit. Let's start off with a new GM and a new coach. I love Ryan Poles, but I cannot sit here and believe that you will attach your career to that dude with that haircut. That dude that doesn't focus on winning, you would attach your career to him. That's not a good business move. Nowhere in America. So he must go down with the ship. My faith is in Kevin Warren to do the right thing. My faith is in him, G. Walker.
Hey, man, we ain't got no choice. We got to go because Ryan Poles has not built the offensive line. The fact that he was an ex-offensive lineman, he paid a running back, you paid a wide receiver, and you didn't pay nobody in the offseason to fix your offensive line, bro. You cannot make this shit up. Because he really had to believe that Caleb Williams is going to do wonders with what we already had. He pretty much put in his mind, oh, man, Caleb is a wizard with the ball. He can put the ball anywhere. He believed in the highlight reels, bro. Because any man that has any analytical skill set, and I thought he did, will leave that offensive line the way he did and pay the running back and pay a wide receiver. You put more faith in your wide receiver and a running back than you put in the offensive line. That is crazy for a rookie quarterback. He's already been sacked 60-something times, man. 60-something times. It's crazy. Let's get to some comments. We got Craig saying they already showed it. Oops. They already showed it by not firing his ass this past Monday. We got Carlos saying the weapons are there. Eberflus has no balls. Cannon's open up in the middle a lot, but it's no offensive line for the last 3 years. We can't block nothing. We have no protection at all. We playing a team above 500. I'm going to the game Sunday hoping we can beat the Patriots. Yeah, man, it's a lot going on in that comment right there, man. And we can speak about Cole Kmet not getting the ball like he should, man. He was a top 3, top 5 tight end for a few weeks, and then it all disappeared, man. So, CJ, the fact that Cole Kmet has been a security blanket for Caleb Williams, which is part of his development, and you take the ball away from him, so you hinder your quarterback. Everything that your quarterback needs to be solid and a stud, you have to continue to grow them both together. It's all symbiotic. So, CJ, this is the fireable offense that Shane Waldron got to go, right?
I mean, that's what it tells me. When you can't just tight end the ball, that's what it tells me. What kind of offense you running? What kind of offense you running when you can't just tight end the ball? I don't get it.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But we're going to get into some news. We got Craig saying you are right, G. Walker. Yes, I ate it also, guys. Like, yeah, we gotta just let it go, man. Like, the organization gotta be better, man. We're gonna get into some injury updates, people. Some injury updates. Alan, this is what you told me in the private chat earlier, man. You said this is pretty much a funeral these days, bro. If anybody's been living under a rock, Andrew Billings is done for the season. He has a torn pec. He's out for the season, man. The big guy up the middle is gone, so that means our run stop is gone. So, Alan, man, I'm gonna give you the floor on this one, man. So I know this pretty much hurts you, big dog.
Yeah, that was my thing, man. I had it posted on the page today, man, and I was just heartbroken, man. I said that he was the best defensive player, and one guy was like, "You mean underrated?" And I was like, "You know what? A lot of times, folks just don't understand, man, how vital a 4-3 zero technique or a nose guard is, man. That guy controls the middle of the field. He keeps guys off the linebackers to where they can make plays. Like, he is so vital in that defense that he is the best player. If you ask anybody on that defense who they big dog, is Billings. Billings is it. And that was a big blow today, man. And we already were leaky on running the ball, like stopping the run. So I can only imagine how our defense is going to look, man. Like, they were like saying Javon Dexter. No, Javon Dexter is not a run stuff. Right. Javon Dexter is a disruptor. He's a disruptor, but he's not a run stuff. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't keep bodies off the linebacker. He's a guy to go after the quarterback, so he's going to leave his gap a lot of times. So we're going to miss big fella, man, big juggernaut. I think they call him Juggernaut. They're going to miss him, and it's going to be a long season, man, because you can't replace that. You can't replace that. So, you know, expect a lot of yards on the ground now, man. Team's going to find a way to beat that cover 2 up. And without a nose guard, man, a good nose tackle, you're in trouble.
Man. Hold on, CJ. I'm going to let you get into it. We got, what's up, Josh Shepard, man? Hope you like the content, man. Hope you follow the page, man. I hope you saw a lot of the content. We talked about Caleb's regression, Caleb's frustration. Does DJ Moore want to be here, man, in case you missed all of that? We talked about Eberflus' contract situation. How do you feel about that? But we're going to get to your comment, Josh. He says, is it possible we can actually have a pretty decent O-line as far as personnel? What the line doesn't have is one leader who has stepped up, who holds other linemen accountable. Kelsey, Cruz, etc. Man, great comment.
Agreed.
Man, this is probably one of the best comments of the night. Isabella, I see your comment up there. We're going to get to it. But CJ, you see this comment by Josh, man? So what do you think about that? Like, we don't even have a leader. And we've been saying that, Alan been saying that all year. We don't have one leader on the offensive line that's making everybody step up, man.
Man, I said that in the beginning of the season. You know, we don't have one veteran guy on that offensive line that can keep everybody in check. Not one.
Nope.
And really,
yes.
And really, that would be the center. And really, that would be the center. We don't have one veteran center on that team that can help us off of the line.
Yeah.
You would think.
Yeah, that's on Ryan Post. That's on Ryan Post again, man. He just, go ahead, C.
And you would think with a veteran center that will help Caleb's, that will help his development more. But the Bears don't have that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's like the Bears are in quicksand right now.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're into. They're in that quicksand. I don't know how the hell they're gonna get out of it.
Yeah, me neither. But Isabella, we came back to your comment. What good coach is going to come to Chicago and get paid $3.95 and a $10 gift certificate at Hot Topic? The McCaskies don't pay shit. That's why we don't never have no coaches. Yeah, I mean, they don't like strong men. And we talked about that on the Twitter space. Like the McCaskies are scattered strong men who know how to lead, that have power and that have stature and they have actual careers and legacies. Guys like Bill Belichick, guys Mike Dicker, guys like Jim Harbaugh. He was here. He was an ex-Bear. John Harbaugh. He was an ex-Bear. It's like anybody that stands up to the McCaskies and in their face because they come from they got something to stand on. I've been a pro goddamn coach for 30 years. I got Super Bowls. I've had Hall of Famers come up under me. The McCaskey don't want any coaches like that. The McCaskey say like they want a coach that they can control, a GM they can control every single time. And to me, I just think it's time to just sell the team, man, because we keep seeing the same thing over and over again. Because once in your life, hire a man, hire a fucking leader, hire one. And then that'll set the tone for your offensive coordinators. That'll set the tone for your defensive coordinator. It will set the team and the foundation for everybody on the team. You keep hiring guys and getting people that are not strong leaders. They just want the power, you know what I mean? Some rich people, some wealthy people love power more than they love money. They figure if they share power, that makes them weak. And that makes it weak no matter how many billions of dollars they got, because if they invested like the team's supposed to, they'll win more championships. So the fact that we can see it's a power thing instead of a money thing, it's a sickness, man. And they cool with that. We got Josh right here saying, is it possible? That's the same thing. Josh says, I think they have two guys picked out, Davis and maybe Shelton. Then that fell flat on his face. That's Ryan Poles, bro. Yeah. That's Ryan Poles. Picking people that was in the 6th round like him. Picking people that played offensive line like him that got cut or on the verge of being cut. This is on Ryan Poles, man. It really is. So what do you guys say about that, Alan? Like, the guys, Davis and Shelton, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think that Ryan Poles,
another good coach. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Ryan Poles situation with Davis, that was more of a Eberflus thing, because Eberflus played at Davis. You remember he was in Indianapolis. He was the defensive coordinator, and he said the day they picked him that he was always a big fan of Nate Davis, the way he controlled the nose guard for, I think it was Buckner. He always did a good job against Buckner for the Colts. He said he always found a way to get his hands on him and stuff like that, and he's a physical lineman, so he liked the fact. But what we ignored was the head coach for the Titans saying that he didn't like Nate Davis's work ethic. Like, as a head coach or a GM, y'all didn't call the coach and say, "Hey man, what's up with this guy?" Like, coaches do that, GMs do that. They call around and check on people, no different than a job. They call and check on the guy, you know. But you didn't do your homework on Davis. You just went by the film you seen and been like, okay. But you don't know how a guy practiced. You don't know how he is full time. A person on game day is not the same person on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Some guys don't practice well. I play with guys that, man, you thought they were in a trance during the week. And then on Saturday, on Friday, they killed it. But during the week, they wasn't worth a damn. So you got to know these things. These are things you got to inquire about as GMs and coaches. Like, I think that fell on Ryan as far as the follow-up. But the fantasizing was from Eberflus because they played in the same division. And then Shelton came up under the system, and he came with Shane Waldron, because Shane Waldron had him as a center with the Rams when he was the offensive coordinator. So they had chemistry already with Shelton and Waldron. So that was one of the things that Shelton knew the offense, and he knew the checks and the calls, and he was easy to throw in the system. So that's what he was here for. So Eberflus was kind of going with the chemistry. He thought he was, but that was his initial thought.
But why the hell is a defensive coordinator? See, that's the problem where people start to think like the fault of him being a defensive coordinator is starting to rear his ugly head. Because an offensive coordinator that's really good probably would have picked up on it, like looked at his work ethic. But you seeing how he performs and not looking at his work ethic. So it's like every time we look up to like not slam Eberflus for being a defensive head coach or a defensive coordinator, it comes right back, bites us in the ass again, man. Over and over and over again, man. So he was a bad hire, man. Ryan Poles should not have kept him after this season. He should have let the slate be clean with a rookie quarterback and let it be, but he didn't, man. He doubled down, man. So now it's time that maybe Ryan Poles' job is in jeopardy, man, because of this, man. Because he was looking to be maybe
I said it's in jeopardy. His job is in jeopardy. He's going down with the ship.
Right. All right, let's get to the last talk piece right here, man. Well, not the last one. But we're going to talk. We got one more after this. Jaquan Brisker, man. The man made probably the hit of the century, man, and knocked himself out for damn near the rest of this season, man. Probably going to be on IR. They got to do it, man. But he's going, man. So the defense continues to fall apart, man. We need Jaquan back there, man. So we're getting weaker by the day. So, CJ, man, how do you feel about this, C?
Man, it's tough. It's tough news to hear. Definitely need Jaquan Brisker. You know, but the fact that the Bears secondary has been pretty good to a certain point. You know, with the Leafs game, we had a little bit of hope, man. But the Bears are losing defensive players like crazy. You know, and Brisker is definitely he's definitely a player the Bears need right now.
We definitely need it. So Allen, man, it's just another starter, man. We lost a starter. Jaquan out. This started week out, man. So, man, this defense is getting destroyed, man, week by week, man. So, what do you think about this, man? Who do you think will step up in this spot, man? What's gonna happen?
Well, I would like to say first, I believe the Bears should go ahead and put him on IR because I don't see a doctor clearing him because, you know, he's still in the protocol, y'all. Like, he's got a third concussion. He missed most of the season, the end of the season just about last year with that concussion. He missed about 5 games last year, and that was his second one. Now he's on his third one. I don't know a doctor that's going to clear him because he's been in the protocol for going on 4 weeks now. So he's not even out of the protocol. So he's not even traveling. He didn't even travel the last 2 or 3 weeks because you can't do it if you're in the protocol. You can't even travel. So I think if I was the Bears, I would go ahead and put him on IR. I really think to add to the second one, I think they need to put Owens in instead of Hicks. Hicks had a rough day at the office also last week by being out of position a couple of times on those run feeds. I just think Owens is a better rangy safety. But Hicks is more of a downhill guy. And I think they think Owens is more of a free safety type. But I think we need to go with the 2 free safety look, the versatility look, because Hicks is getting out of his box a lot. And it's starting to show that you're a 4th string guy. And the Arizona Cardinals showed us that some of these guys don't need to be on the field. So he's one of them. That guy, Christopher Williams, is another one that shouldn't be on the team. Now, I blame Ryan Poles for him. But right now, I would rather have Owens back there at safety. He just gives me a little bit more.
Right. So, CJ, you feel the same way that Allen feel about just having Owens back there as far as like the next man up mentality?
Yeah, I do, because Owens has a little bit more. He has a little bit more experience, and the Bears need more guys with experience when it comes to this defense and offense. But They need more guys that know that know what they got to do.
Right.
You know, so yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Having Owens in Bristol's spot, I definitely agree with that.
And I can't disagree. Okay, we got our last talk piece right here, man. We gonna do this. So, I think a media member asked DJ Moore if Matt Eberflus has lost the locker room. This is what I want to say no. So you ask me that in real time, and I don't make my full effort on my routes. I don't interact with my quarterback during the game. I'm always looking like I don't want to be here. And I say this. I want to say no. I don't know, man. I want to say no. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we lost the locker room. Hey, don't ask me, man. I just got paid $110 million. Hey, I want to say no. So the fact that this was his answer lets me further know that DJ Moore don't give a damn, bro. He don't give a damn.
I just work here, man. He walks around like I just work here.
Yeah, I just work here, man. Hey, don't ask me no question. I want to say no, man. Don't ask me, man. Ask Tyler Scott, man. You know, the guy that ain't making $30 million a year. Ask him, bro. I don't know. I'm not the number one wide receiver, man. So I just want to say no. I don't think he did, but Alan, for real. When you saw this, bro, what did you think? I want to say no. What did you think about that?
When he said that let me know that Eberflus is running a daycare. He is the official leader of the daycare. I hate to say it, but we run the NFL daycare center. And he is the leader. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have to tell me anything else, G. Walker. He just showed me by walking off the damn field when your quarterback running for his life.
Right.
So he's lost the locker room. That's evident.
And the excuse for that was I twist my ankle.
Yeah.
DJ couldn't wait to twist that ankle, boy. Oh, shit, my ankle. Yeah, let me get out of bounds and walk it off, man. If you don't get out of here, man, like DJ, man, it's over for you, bro. Just tell Ryan Poles you want to trade, bro. Tell the people, stop wasting your time. You don't want to wait on the quarterback to develop. You want to wait for another offensive line to be developed. I think he deserves that, though. As a veteran, as a guy that got paid a lot of money, man, just go to Ryan Poles and have your agent go to Ryan Poles and say, look, man, just get me out of here, man. Get what y'all can for me and let me go, man. And I apologize for my body language. Be a man about it, bro. Just be a man. People respect you when you vocal and you know how to communicate. We don't respect you looking like this. Hold on, let's go back to the video of how DJ Moore looks and how he acts. Look, for everybody, 5 people in here. We just gonna look at his body language. Grown ass man, look. Grown ass man, look at him. Look at him.
Man.
Look at that shit, man. Like, that's not a leader, bro.
No.
That ain't no leader, man. That's not a leader. That's not a leader, man. DJ Moore, bro, I hope they trade you, man. I hope you get what you deserve as far as a player, man. I hope you get everything you want. But get your ass out of Chicago, bro. You only got to show me your ass one time to let me know that you don't give a shit about me as a person.
Yeah.
And if I'm Caleb Williams and if I wasn't a rookie, I'd be asking, man, we need to trade this guy. Because like you said, Alan, the chemistry between DJ Moore and Ruma Dunze is starting to show consistently week to week about their growth as 1 and 2. You know what I mean? So I just think that's starting to come ahead, man.
Man.
But that's gonna end the show, man. We gonna get up out of here with that. Yeah, man. Hold on one second. If anybody got any comments, any last words, CJ, you got any last words, man? Anything you want to talk about?
No, man. Yeah, I mean, you said everything about DJ Moore that need to be said, bro. I don't need to add that to it.
Man, all right, Alan. What's your last words, bro? Before we get up out of here, man.
My last words is I want to say no, man. That's it. I just want to say no, man. So, yeah, I'm done, big dog. That's it. I just want to say no.
So he just want to say no. All right, hold on. All right, we're going to get up out of here, man. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, everybody. To the 7 people, 3 people just walked in here and came in here. We gone, man. Y'all got to come in at a better time next time. Now I'm just playing. We will be back. Hold on. I'm messing around, y'all. I'm messing around. We will be back for our post-game show. Hold on. We will be back for our post-game and pre-game show on Sunday. So, with that being said, I'm G Walker 1/3. Hold on. Let me get, before I say this. Ladies and gentlemen, and CJ, it took us 3 years, everybody that's in here, to find our third member of the CNG podcast, bro. Our third member. It took 3 years to find Alan, man. We went through like 4, 5, maybe 6 people to get the perfect person to be that third person to build a podcast. Anybody is trying to do a podcast, is trying to build a brand, trying to make some money and have passion and have fun. People work with you all the time, and just passionate Bears fans. It is hard to find people to work with. So, Alan, man, from me, we really appreciate you. So I want to say this in front of everybody that's in here right now. Man, you're officially the third member of the CNG podcast, bro. And I'm pretty sure CJ feels the same way. So it took us 3 years to find you. So, C, you got any words for Alan, man?
Congratulations, big dog.
All right, man. I love y'all dudes, man. Y'all cool with me. And I appreciate y'all for giving me that honor, man, to be a third member. I really love doing the podcast with you guys and chopping up football. It let me have a space to vent about our Bears. So, man, shoot, I'm going to keep on working, man. Keep on with the keeping on.
All right. We got Carlos saying good night, y'all. I'm G Walker 1/3 of the CNG podcast.
I'm CJ, the other part of the CNG podcast.
I'm Alan from the third podcast, CNG.
Let's go. We'll see y'all on the pre-game show, post-game show. We out of here. Peace.